Hi, I'm Rick at Rick Turns, and today's video is... Hello, I'm Rick Morris, and I'm here to discuss a very important topic. Burn lines. Right there. Not just any burn lines, evenly spaced burn lines. That got your attention, didn't it? Yeah, I thought so. I've got a little tea light here, and pretty much finished as far as the shaping is concerned. And it's made out of cherry, and I want to put a few burn lines on this just to dress it up. 2 or 3 burn lines right across the top there. And typically I will do this with a skew. So line number 1, line number 2, line number 3. Those are almost even. The space between these 2 lines is a little bit larger than the space between these 2 lines. Okay. Well, I really don't like that, because whenever I look at this tea lamp holder, what I'm going to see is I didn't get the spacing exactly right. Hey, call me a perfectionist, but actually I fell out of perfectionist school. I was too good for them. Anyway, so that's what I would do. Now if I take this into a 4th line, I'm even more likely to get it uneven if I'm just doing it by eye. Or in this case, I might pretend, oh, it's supposed to be that way because this is a little wider, a little bit less wider, even a little bit less wider. But I really intended to have them equally width all the way down. But I would go ahead and burn it. And that doesn't look bad at all. Like I said though, whenever I look at it, all I'm going to see is the lines aren't even. Whoa! Okay. Occasionally, you have to replace the burn wire. Alright, now I've got a piece of red oak here. I want to do the same thing here, but I want some very evenly spaced lines. I don't want to just eyeball it, because I am not good at eyeballing stuff. My thought is to use, wow, calipers to get this just right. Now I've got these calipers. I actually sharpen the points a little bit because I want to, when I push it down, I want to cut and not tear too much. And I've got them set to exactly 3/16. So I'm going to make about 4 burn lines on this one, exactly equidistant. And if you're going to do this, you want to make sure the points are pointing down. Point them up like that, you'll probably get a catch and throw it back into your eye. Not the best of results. Alright, that one was easy. And of course the technique is, take this side, or actually it could be either side, but if I'm starting at the top, it would be down here. It rides in the groove from the one you just cut, just like that. Let's go for one more. And now to burn those lines in. I like that. I'm going to put one right down here. And without pre-cutting a groove, it's kind of difficult to do. So I'm going to put 2 right down here. I could just put 1. Not that way. All right. Now I can look at those lines and say, yep, those are perfectly spaced. The other thing I want to demonstrate is not just evenly spaced, but incrementally lengthening. So I'm going to start off at 1/8. Have I got that on there? 1/8 of an inch for my first separation of lines. Then I'm going to get longer every time. I'm at about 1,000 RPM there. Tilt these down. Seems to work better to get one arm started first by tilting it out and then rotate it in. Alright, that was 1/8. I'm going to bounce that up to 1/4. Alright, 1/4. And now catch my first already cut line. Rotate it in. Going to go up by another 1/8. So now I'm going to 3/8. Like this. And finally I'm going to a full half. So I have gone up 1/8 of an inch each time I create a new line. Now let's burn those in, see what they look like. I don't really need 3,000 RPM. Wouldn't hurt. I'm going to go up one more. That is 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to go up to 5/8 here. That looks pretty good. Next time I do it, I'll leave off the 1/8 inch distance. It just looks out of place, I guess. But I do have very nice, even, incrementally larger spacing right through here, and I kind of like that. All right, now, if you're going to do this, remember, point them down. Don't point them up. Not a good idea. You probably get a catch and throw them either all the way across the room or into your face, either of which is not desirable. Point them down when you do it. And I would suggest sharpening the tips right here. So let me see if I can get a close-up of that. Alright, here's a close-up of my calipers. You see right here, I sharpen them on the outside right here. Just to get them a little sharper. If they're blunt, they're not going to do real good when you try and cut the wood, that's for sure. Okay, these are my evenly spaced burn lines using this. It's not a tuning fork, it's a set of calipers sharpened on the tips. This I did with a skew, and as usual, I got them a little bit off. No one would notice it except me, most likely. But using the dividers, this works out great, and I'll bet you every other wood turner in the world has already thought of this. See you next video.